Ever wondered why Christianity seems to take center stage in law and on the calendar than other religions? It's a question that has sparked curiosity and debate for decades, if not centuries. The world over seems to dance to the rhythm of Christian holidays and timekeeping, a rhythm set in motion by deep-seated historical influences. But how did this come about? And why does it persist in our modern, diverse society? Today, we delve into the historical development of this Christian bias. The birth of Christianity, around the 1st century AD, marked the beginning of a significant shift in global culture and governance. This pivotal era saw the inception of a faith that would grow to have a profound influence on the world's socio-political landscape. Christianity, with its roots in the Eastern Mediterranean, started as a small sect within Judaism, but it soon began to spread its wings. Its tenets of love, forgiveness, and equality resonated with many, and before long, the new religion had amassed a substantial following. As Christianity spread throughout the Roman Empire, it faced initial resistance and persecution. Early Christians had to navigate through a sea of trials and tribulations. Despite the hurdles, their numbers continued to swell, and by the 3rd century, Christianity had become a force to be reckoned with. The 4th century witnessed a monumental turn of events. Emperor Constantine, after witnessing what he believed to be a divine sign, converted to Christianity. His conversion marked a dramatic shift in the empire's religious landscape. The Edict of Milan in 313 AD legalized Christian worship, and by the end of the 4th century, Christianity was declared the empire's state religion. This adoption was not merely symbolic. It influenced the laws, culture, and governance of the time. Christian principles began to permeate Roman law, shaping it in ways that echo down the centuries to our present day. The empire's legal system started to reflect Christian morals and ethics, setting a precedent for future legal codes across the globe. From the Roman Empire's halls of power, Christianity's influence extended far and wide. It was no longer just a religion. It had become a cornerstone of governance, law, and social order, and this wasn't confined to the borders of the empire. As the Roman Empire expanded, so did Christianity, laying the foundation for the religious landscape of the Western world. This adoption laid the groundwork for the Christian bias we see today. The influence of Christianity on our laws, calendars, and societal norms is a testament to its historical rise from a persecuted sect to a world-shaping religion. The Gregorian calendar, widely used today, is inherently Christian. It's an intriguing tale, steeped in history and religious influence, dating back to the 16th century. This calendar, which governs much of our daily life, was established by Pope Gregory XIII in 1582. But why, you may ask? Pope Gregory, a man of immense influence, sought to correct the 10-day discrepancy caused by the Julian calendar's miscalculation of the solar year. The solution was to create a new calendar system, one that would more accurately align with the solar year. The Gregorian calendar, as it came to be known, was born. However, the Gregorian calendar is not merely a tool for tracking days. It's a reflection of a deeper narrative, one that revolves around the life of Jesus Christ. The calendar begins with the year of Christ's birth, marking it as year 1, or Anno Domini, meaning in the year of our Lord. This Christian-centric perspective is woven into the fabric of the calendar we use today. The adoption of this calendar wasn't instant or global. It was initially embraced by the predominantly Catholic countries of Europe. Protestant and Orthodox countries were slower to adopt, some not until the 18th or even 19th century. Gradually, the Gregorian calendar gained global acceptance, turning into the international standard it is today. This widespread adoption is a testament to the influence and reach of Christianity. Countries across the world, regardless of their dominant religion, follow a calendar rooted in Christian doctrine. It's a subtle yet pervasive testament to the religion's impact and standing. The Gregorian calendar is more than just a way to mark time. It's a symbol, a constant reminder of the prominence of Christianity in our global society. From the days we mark as holidays to the very numbering of our years, the Christian influence is inescapable. This universal acceptance of a Christian-based calendar further solidifies Christianity's prominence. It's a fascinating study of religion's impact on our daily lives, often in ways we don't even realize. Christianity's impact extends beyond the calendar, infiltrating modern legal systems. This is a statement that might raise some eyebrows, but if we delve into the annals of history, we can see the profound influence of Christian values on the evolution of Western law. Let's start with a basic principle: equality. The Christian belief in the inherent worth and dignity of every individual, drawn from biblical teachings that all humans are created in the image of God, has deeply permeated Western law. This principle is the bedrock upon which fair and just legal systems are built. It's why we strive for equal treatment under the law, regardless of one's race, gender, or social status. Another Christian principle that has found its way into our legal structures is the prohibition of theft and murder. The Ten Commandments, a cornerstone of Christian morality, explicitly outlaw these actions. While these prohibitions might seem universal, it's important to note that their codification into the law was influenced by the spread of Christianity. But let's not stop there. Consider the concepts of mercy and forgiveness. Our legal systems make room for leniency, for rehabilitation over retribution, drawing from the Christian emphasis on forgiveness and redemption. It's the reason behind practices like parole and probation. And what about the concept of a fair trial? This, too, has Christian roots. The idea that a person is innocent until proven guilty echoes the Christian teaching of not passing judgment without knowing the full truth. Of course, it's crucial to remember that while Christian values have influenced Western law, they are not its sole source. Legal systems are complex, drawing from a multitude of cultural, philosophical, and religious influences. Moreover, it's also important to recognize that this influence isn't confined to the past. Christian principles continue to shape the way we think about justice, fairness, and morality, and these ideas continue to inform the evolution of our legal systems. This Christian influence on law is not just historical, but continues to shape legal systems globally. The thread of Christian thought woven into the fabric of our laws is a testament to the enduring impact of this faith on our world. Despite being one of many religions, Christianity's historical influence has led to its modern-day preference. This preference, however, has sparked a debate that continues to reverberate through our society. On one side of this debate are those who argue for the separation of church and state. This principle, enshrined in numerous constitutions and legal systems worldwide, asserts that religious beliefs should not dictate governmental decisions or laws. It is a cornerstone of democratic societies that champion freedom of belief and expression. Yet, the Christian influence on our calendar and legal system seems to blur this line. There are those who argue that such influence is merely a historical artifact, a byproduct of a time when Christianity was the dominant religion in the societies that created these systems. They contend that this does not amount to preferential treatment, but rather a reflection of historical realities. On the other side of the debate, critics argue that the prominence of Christian influence in our legal systems and calendar is a form of bias. They argue that it sends an implicit message of exclusion to those who do not subscribe to Christian beliefs. They believe that in a world increasingly defined by diversity and multiculturalism, there is a need for a more inclusive representation of diverse religions. This argument holds weight, especially in societies where multiple religions coexist. The question then is, how can we ensure that no single religion is given undue preference? The answer is not simple, and it requires a delicate balancing act. It entails respecting historical traditions while also ensuring that our societal systems are inclusive and representative of all. It involves acknowledging the Christian influence while also making space for other religious and cultural influences. The question then becomes, in a world striving for equality and inclusivity, how can we address this Christian bias? As we continue to grapple with this complex issue, it is crucial that we continue the conversation, always striving for a society where all beliefs are respected and represented equally. Our journey today has taken us through centuries of historical developments. We've witnessed the birth and expansion of Christianity, a religion that, over time, would shape the world in profound and indelible ways. We've examined the roots of the Gregorian calendar, a system so deeply entrenched in our daily lives that we often forget it's not universally accepted. It's a calendar that, while practical and widely used, is fundamentally Christian in origin. This bias in our measurement of time subtly reinforces a Christian worldview even among those who don't subscribe to the faith. We've also delved into the complex relationship between Christianity and modern law. From the moral codes of ancient Rome to the legal systems of today, Christian principles have left an indelible imprint. This bias, whether conscious or not, has shaped societies and continues to influence legal decisions. Finally, we've explored the ongoing debate surrounding these biases. Some see them as benign remnants of a bygone era, while others argue they perpetuate a sense of cultural superiority that can marginalize non-Christian faiths. This is a complex issue with no easy answers, and it's a conversation we must continue to have. As we strive for a more inclusive future, understanding this bias is the first step towards addressing it.